How y'all doing? Amber here with Ginger and the Desert Creations. I want to play with some fall colors and see if I can do some trees. Let's go play! Alright, can we make this mess look like a bunch of fall trees? I do not know, but I'm gonna try. We got our liquidy sort of black base coat and a bunch of collections of other colors on top. I'm gonna blow basically this way. We're gonna see what happens. What happened there? I do not know. There's not enough black. Kind of too much brown. Let's put a little puddle of black in between each set. In terms of just hold on for the ride, this doesn't look too bad. Here we go. Let's go in for a close-up. This orange one is absolute magic. Check out the lacing and the color mixing. I'm in love. Let's go over to the green. We're gonna get some of that pearl color coming up, so who knows what that's gonna look like, because that should change quite a bit. That's got a lot of those Amsterdam pearl colors in it. It's also got a fair bit of the silver. That's where all the silver went. Our red one got a little crowded. Of course it did. Probably should have done it with 3 trees. But what would be the fun in that? Got some loveliness going on there, and I love how that just kind of happened to do that. Where it's like swirled over and has that edge of depth beside it. This big patch of red ochre I don't know about, but, you know, can't have everything. Check out the mixing and the flow, though. I don't know also what happened with that big spot of black in the center, but overall I think it's going to look pretty good, and you can't fix it all. So, stay tuned for the dry result. I feel like this one completed about 50% of the assignment. I am calling this one Fall in the Forest, and I am going to further decide whether it is going to survive or whether it is going to be painted over with another fall scene. You know, because second attempts sometimes work better. But, you know, I like this a lot better when it was wet. It was more vibrant. But also it's got its charms. I just need to sit and stare at it for a while. I know, I hear you. Here we got our orange and green. The trunks are a little funky. I will give you that. And I think I know a better way to do that portion, which is why I want to repour it. Either way, this has some interesting, like, glyphs in it. Even got a creature in there with a underbite. Funky. Maybe even like a weird frog creature hanging onto my tree. I don't know, that's definitely odd. Got a bit of that like blue-green all the way up here. That's probably pearl green, actually. Now that I'm looking at it from different angles. We got the red all squoze in there. That's the thing that I want to change the strategy most for, but you'll just have to hang on until I do another tree, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking, because it's only half thunk now. And that, like, exploded with brown, the trunk color. I don't know how that much of it took off, but it did. And it looks like it might be its own separate plant, which is fine. It just means that there's another tree photobombing from the back.
He and his followers built a monastery on the island. The highest point of the island is called Tan the Clag, meaning the Hill of the Bell. So called because the monks erected a large bell on the hill. To early Christians, the bell symbolised the voice of God. Special bells like this were ritually blessed and were used for spiritual purposes, such as casting out evil spirits, healing the sick, and to summon the faithful to prayer. St. Kessid was martyred not far from here, in Vandyke. His burial cave sat at the southern tip of the island and became a site of pilgrimage for Scots Christians. He was made patron saint of Scotland before St. Andrew, and his name used as a battle cry for Scottish warriors. On the right is the island of Inchconnecha, named for the Cahoon clan, who own much of the land in and around Loch Lomond to this day. Don't be surprised if you see wallabies on this island. The miniature kangaroos were brought from Australia by Lady Anne Cahoon in the 1950s. Their numbers have increased to approximately 50 and can still be found roaming the island today. Once we sail round the corner, we'll see the loch open up into its northern end. It winds up through the mountains for a further 14 miles to the village of Ardluie.